And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by those
Those
guys.
guys. What's up, man? Hump day?
Happy hump day. Happy hump
Yes,
day.
man. Happy
How
hump
is
day to you
everyone
as
out
well.
there doing?
Yes, happy hump day to JC, Wayne B. JC flying, Wayne B is there. SJM was earlier. I guess everyone is are like channel hopping. They'll be back in.
Is that John over there?
Yeah, John JC's there. He's in there. He said before the chat, he's first thing in the morning. I see come up drones while shitting, drones while eating, drones at sunrise, drones at sex. Damn already. All these live streams and stuff. Drone. Can't eat, drink, and sleep. Phantom flight will be a little tardy. What? I don't know. He said something about you being a little. I think he heard you say something about the bathroom. I don't know. North side, what's good, man? How are you, JSK? How's everyone? Happy hump day to you, and welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys.
Yeah, welcome.
What's up, Herman?
I just been a whole lot busy.
A little locked in? You say a little. All I can say is I've had my hands full too the last couple of days.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
No, they've been full in a good way. It's just that I wore myself down from Thursday all the way through Saturday night. It would just run. Russell Glerlum, how are you? Bill, Coast to Coast, Northside, SJM, JSK.
Hey,
How the hell is everybody?
Yeah, I mean, things is just, between trying to do drones and trying to
Go on with life.
coach football and have a life and then do the live stream.
Right.
I've been busy.
Right. Well,
I would like to be able to do some videos. It's very, very, very busy. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
what's up, Scott? How are you, man? Jack Rabbit.
Hey, Jack Rabbit, what's going on?
Well, I hope everyone out there is fine. Happy hump day to you. Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys. We got a pretty decent stream for you guys tonight. And it's hump day. How is everybody's week so far? Anybody get a chance to fly? It's hard work being a human. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right about that. It is hard. We make it hard on ourselves. Animals got it good. They eat, procreate, die. They live to eat, to procreate, to die. Oh, JC says his Avada's arriving Friday. Okay.
Isn't that not what the same thing what we do?
Pretty much. Except we do it with fake nails and eyelashes and we
just implemented having to work.
Yeah. To be able to eat, to be able to die. Yeah, you have a valid point there. Very valid point.
I do something in between life and birth and death.
Listen, click that like button, guys, so you don't have to do it later. We appreciate it. Yeah, you're right. You do. You can't be a lump in a log like.
Something occupies time and space in between, birth and death. So
this is true, right? Well, leave some kind of mark for yourself. At least I know when I'm dead and gone, hopefully the YouTube will still be going and I'll have somebody looking at my video once every year or so.
That's what it is every year or so.
Yeah. I guess I'll be dead. I'll be dead. It'll probably be 50 years before I make $1 off of them. But I already told my nephew. I said I'm only making pennies off the dollar. So If anything happens to me, just let it sit there. They'll cut you a check. The YouTube will keep cutting a check, you know.
Anyone watches it?
Yeah, if anyone watches. So I'll probably get more views than I do when I'm living. That happened to a guy, an FPV guy. His name is Blue Falcon. He's helped me out with a lot of stuff. Somehow he got into a bad accident, a motorcycle accident or a car accident, and he died. And his YouTube channels today, present day, are still helping people in the world of FPV.
Okay.
So yeah, he's hundreds of thousands of views on all his videos. But he helped. Hey Tony, Quadcopters in Tech, how you been? Along with the rain, yeah. The East Coast right now has been acting a little funky as far as weather. Mike Henrik, how are you? Welcome everybody. Yeah, the weather's been kind of funky. In the morning, it's a little brisk.
Oh, that's just
Not even brisk. It's just a light breeze in the morning.
No, but that's just this time of the year.
Yeah, this is true. But I have noticed the mornings are getting cooler.
It's bad. I just think this time of the year, and it's I don't know. You get days similar to like the spring, where it's kind of cool in the morning, and eventually by the end of the day, it's warm up.
No texting and driving, Tony. He's in the car. He said stop. It stopped, of course, but I guess he's driving home from work. But anyway, how was everybody's 9/11 weekend? Did anyone? I mean, I know a few people that were barbecuing.
For 9/11?
Yeah. I know these people have an excuse. They use any excuse to barbecue. It's Computer Appreciation Day, so we got a barbecue. It's bring your puppy to work day. We got a barbecue. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's the opposite here. That's true. North side is in Australia. They are coming out of their winter and about to go into their spring. We are coming out of our summer and about to go into our fall season. The weather in England is on the turn. You can feel a little chill. SJM in about 3 to 4 days in England, you'll probably see the weather start getting real rainy, and some of the stuff that's coming from over here that passed through up north, it will hit them over there in England.
What happened?
And I'm predicting the weather for England in 3 days. You will have rain. It's always raining there, so that's not hard to do. SJM, where are you going, Lawrence? What happened? Where am I going?
What happened?
I'm back. They said I disappeared. He said, where did I go? And then I'm back. I don't know what happened. Ray Kelly, what's good, man? How are you, Ray Kelly? Hope all is well. Happy hump day to you, Captain Ray.
Do the Humpty Hump. Yeah, Lawrence, there's a lot of things going on out there in the drone world. It's funny because we were talking about this earlier, and what you remember we had mentioned. Well, we talk about this all the time, and I told you this a few years ago.
Yes.
The way I'm looking at things, because we keep in touch with like a lot of the stuff that we heard from like the symposiums that passed with the FAA. And I had said to you a couple of years ago, I said, dudes better get their 107 because that's going to be the only way they're going to be able to fly eventually.
Yes, and
I was told by a prominent YouTuber, no, I don't think it'll ever come to that.
And look at everyone now look at it now. Everyone who said, "Oh, you won't need your 107 to fly drones," like you said, a lot of people have gotten their 107s. A lot of people.
I told you that a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Eventually, if you don't have that 107, it's gonna be real hard for you to fly. And look at what's happened. And
it's getting to that point. And I see it in real time because there are places where I used to fly recreationally that I cannot fly recreationally, but I can fly as a 107.
Right, but also the reason why I mentioned that is because if you look at where we talk with the symposium, talking about where they go and what's happening, you remember when they went into the beyond stage of the of their program,
Yeah.
and basically it was to take everything that they did through all of the partnerships and stuff like that, and to take it to the next step, the next level. And through that, they said that will be able to bring in beyond line of sight flight.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came up with criteria to make that was necessary for improvement for that to even be possible. We've seen some of those improvements come up. We've seen them go and go and go and go.
Mm-hmm.
And now guys are looking and building different platforms to do other things in aviation with drones, even with drones that are supposedly to carry people, you know, and cargo. So we've seen these platforms being developed now for
Right.
something that doesn't even exist yet. You know, and that's
True.
where you know this it's interesting, you know, because I was looking at a thing that was saying we are hiring, you know, Wingcopter is hiring drone pilots. You know, they're they want people who, you know, share, you know, that want to shape the future in aviation and share their, you know, the same you know, vision that they have for saving lives through, you know, the improvement of with technology and, you know, improving lives through, you know, technology with a purpose. So,
Turn on
you know,
sharing.
what happened?
Turn sharing on.
Oh, so yeah, so you know, with that, you know, they like I said, they're looking for drone pilots that, you know, that become part of this team, you know, that are going to operate in actually in Malawi. You know,
And fly this drone right here.
they're going to be operating in Malawi, and what they're actually looking to do is to build a team for I guess for research and development of because they're looking to bring this is crazy when I saw this on I guess on demand drone delivery service to what to 7.5 million Malawians.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy number. 7.5 million people they want to bring drone delivery to by 2023. And they're working on it. If you want to watch the rest of the video with audio, there's the link for it. But you are 100% right. That's a lot of people in Malaysia. 7.5 million
No, Malawi.
Malawians. Yes, yeah, that's true. Malawians. On-demand drone delivery service.
Yeah.
I want to know what's so on demand that they plan on. I don't know, but
That they need that much well, I don't know how many people that they're looking to hire, but I know what is it, they have a lot of qualifications that they have to get the job other than being just a drone pilot.
yeah,
Just going, I fly a
if
drone.
you are interested in that part of the world or whatever the case may be, the number one thing they have listed for requirements is a degree in engineering, aerospace, or management. That's a key. That's a key thing that they have. It says that ESA because that's the international drone license or the drone license used in that part of the world. You need an ESA A1 to A3 license or an RPL license.
Okay.
Accepted in the country of operations. So you need one or both of those qualifications: engineering, aerospace management, and That ESA A1 to A3 license or the RPL?
I'm really curious to know how many people fit both qualifications.
I would be too. Hey, Hal.
Hey,
I
no,
wouldn't be
seriously.
surprised on the aerospace. Hey,
Right,
Chris.
right. And the drone pilot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not impossible.
No, it's not. Not at all.
I guess it's not open to the general public then.
Well, I would tend to believe not. Right now they're looking for
I think that's
someone
gonna.
to join a company that's on
I think that
snowballing
might be somebody
downhill.
that's in a company or working within their company already, or or you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, because that's not your average drone pilot that want to board a drone and learn how to fly it, and
True.
God is one of
True.
those.
They want you to be able to handle all aspects of that,
No, they
which
want
I think is
somebody that
good.
has a degree and has knowledge in being able to create other things other than get that drone off the ground and bring it back down after you flew it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. They everything from engineering to, so I guess you'll be covering multiple fields
Very good, bro.
as far as that position. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
possibly. I don't
I,
know.
it
I'm not
would
a
make sense. I don't see them bringing you in and you're flying drones. They had talked about working with a fast growing team that's doing a little bit of everything, pretty much.
right.
So the engineering would come in handy. The space aeronautics would come in handy. I guess it depends on what you know.
hmm They're not looking for that guy that, like I said, that saw it, liked it, bought one, that's been flying for a few years, got his 107.
Yeah. They're looking for someone who, and I'm guessing someone young because it's a not a new company, but in that part of the world, it's a new business. And you know, like anything, whenever there's a new business, like here in the States, the big things in New York seems to be Chick-fil-A. People see a Chick-fil-A store or Starbucks going up, and they start patting their feet like little dogs waiting to be to go for a walk. You know, the Chick-fil-A opened up on a turnpike here, dude. The first day, people were lined up outside for hours. And I expect the same thing to happen. Just had KFC. KFC does that count? Yeah. Same thing. Same thing. I don't see people lined up outside KFC though, but I
Not
do see people lined up outside. My very first experience with Chick-fil-A was not good because someone said, "Yo, you want some Chick-fil-A?" I'm like, "Okay, cool." Thinking I can go in like McDonald's and within 5 minutes order and be out. Dude, I stood on the line for 17 minutes, and that 17 minutes killed me. For me to just get up there, I'm like, the chicken's good, but it's not goo goo gaga. The people are going crazy over. Hey, Herm, what's in the box with the black band around it to your right?
what?
Okay, over your right shoulder, there's a box. There's a Lumex box. There's a box under it, and there's a box with a black band going across horizontally. They're talking about.
The battery.
Oh, okay. See how they pay attention to detail?
Oh,
Yeah, right. Don't let someone stick their head in and be like, "Yo, Herm, who's that?"
mm, mm, mm.
Right? But anyway, welcome to Wednesday
It's a
nights with those
battery.
guys. You
No,
guys are
bro.
gonna have to bear with me some because
What?
as we were in a drought, it rained, and because it rained, now plants are doing their planty thing.
They're doing
They
it.
need evil Knievel like man.
What
The hell
happened?
with the pre. Hal says they need evil Knievel like man. I don't know what they're talking. I must have missed the conversation.
You mean you talking about wing copter?
Oh,
I don't
they
think
need
so.
an evil Knievel like man. Oh, to get in and test out? No,
No,
that
no, no,
particular.
no, no, no. Not like that. They're looking for people who have engineering degrees and just background in certain things and happen to fly drones.
Not someone willing to sit inside.
Not somebody that flies drones and is willing to fly his drone.
Yeah. That there. And this drone here, I put the link so you can see how that drone is a little bit small for a man to ride. Oh, for drone, he said for drone test pilots. Nope, they're not asking for any test pilots yet.
No,
they need to do something a lot bigger.
Drone.
Right. The wing 198. It is.
The only reason why I believe they want you to have to be a drone pilot is because they want you to be able to fly the thing. You know, they want you to be able to fly the thing.
Right.
Other than that,
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
People with brains they need for other things.
This is true. This is true.
The chat may fit into that. I don't have a degree in engineering.
Yeah, JC, he just learned how to fly FPV. Kids have it more natural because it's like playing a video game for them. It's us older people that experience vertigo and stuff like that. I experienced vertigo for the first time, Herman. And you know what it was? I was up so high.
They have medication for people who suffer with vertigo.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I was up really high and then I just got really dizzy. Jim's droning. How are you, man? Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys.
Problem walking just on the regular ground.
Yeah,
but
I've heard of people experiencing vertigo getting out of bed. I've heard. So it is an issue. It is an issue, but I experienced it once while flying, and now I need to lean up against something or sit down when I fly. Because when I got the vertigo, I almost fell over. Johnny Drone Flyer, what's good, man? How are you, brother? Hope all is well. Good to see you here on Wednesday nights with those guys. You guys click that like button if you haven't already.
Yeah, hit it.
I mean, if you have, don't unclick it, but if you have not,
you don't want to do that.
If you have not clicked it, click it.
There's a few things happening that guys don't know about, and just wanted to mention this one because if anyone, we reach a few people in a few places, so just wanted to mention if anybody in Malawi was listening,
and you need a job and you have an engineering degree,
and you happen to be an engineer, and you was probably like one of the only few engineers that's checking out the live stream.
Right.
At this hour.
Yeah. Whatever time it may be.
Lawrence,
what time is it in Malawi?
I don't know, but I know your man.
No, it's 11:23 p.m.
Is putting in work.
Listen, with a company that's already out there, doing deliveries and have their beyond visual line of sight certifications and everything in other countries. They're just expanding their reach. Wing.
Wingcopter?
Yeah, man.
Well, let's try it. But you know what? I'm quite sure you saw the video this morning. Yeah, that was a great video. I like that video. Did you enjoy the video this morning?
Yeah, you mean this video right here? Are we playing with sound or without sound?
I don't know. It's a DJI video, but they went from what was it? Well, that's a long video, bro. But they went from from what, having a guy on a snowboard to something to a guy with doing a flip with a dirt bike.
And to going underwater.
You with the diver and the shark underwater. I love that. It was nice. I like how they did that. But this action cam, I mean, really, really nice camera. I'm glad they went back to the old design of it.
The old form
You know,
factor,
yeah,
yes.
that action cam that everyone is used to, that look, that design.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad they did that, but you know, this what they calling this the Osmo Action 3. Now, this was funny because they want to say it's cold resistant and durable. So they're making note of the durability and the fact that it operates well in cold weather. And I'm quite sure you noticed that in the movie, well, the video that seemed like a movie, you know. So you know, I was looking at that. What they talking about was the maximum operating time was 160 minutes.
Okay.
That was funny.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
160 minutes, and I think they claim 90 minutes or just over at 4K
yeah,
in
something to that
4K.
effect. Because
Okay.
you know, it's you know, you talking about this thing here. Well, this has a battery in it, right? That's or the camera was designed for they call it super fast charging.
Yes.
This thing here also, right, operates at a time. What is it? The time operating at 20 at 20 degrees. What is it? Yeah, Celsius and 4 degrees Fahrenheit at 150 minutes. Now that was a little confusing. They talk about the temperature. So 20 degrees
To
and
minus four.
right to
Well, to
45
minus
degrees,
4 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah.
yes, Celsius, and 4 degrees to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. So those are like the operating temperatures and where it can take the cold to the heat of the I don't know. That's interesting. Those are one of the improvements that they had with this camera, because they also talked about its ability to disperse heat. Now that was an issue that guys found with the last one, right?
Yeah, yeah. With the last one, that they were happy with the form factor, but that
Right. Yeah.
thing heated up so hot. People were
Exactly.
saying.
So
But
now this one here supposedly disperses heat better. So now what is
probably the back somewhere
mhm.
they got a heat sink absorbing.
Right? They have a now with this one here. It has a quick release design. I don't know if you remember
Fun,
that.
Chris.
The quick release design, it also supports the vertical you know,
Uh-huh.
monitor, so you can. It has a quick release, you can pop it up, flip it around, you pop it back on. That
Yes.
quick release mounting, so you
And
can
dual
have it
touch
mounted
screens.
vertically. Right. So you also have what you mentioned before, 4K at 120 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the 155-degree super wide field of view. The thing has a 12 megapixel camera, right, with a 1/1.7 CMOS sensor.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about what, Rocksteady point 3.0,
Yeah,
Horizon
this
Steady,
thing is coming fully loaded. I
Horizon Steady, Horizon balancing.
uh-huh.
It's coming with it's not a lot of stuff built into it, but you know,
Well, no, one of the features that I is a
yeah.
selling point for me is it
Mhm.
has a vloggers and streaming feature. Now they
Right.
say while streaming Wi-Fi, you can actually pause your Wi-Fi transmission. I mean, you can
Mhm.
pause the Wi-Fi transmission and it transmits 1080p at 30 frames, 720p at 30 frames, and 480 at 30 frames. So if
Mhm.
you're using it for a conference call or you're live streaming while you're using the camera, it can handle all of those different resolution settings. Like YouTube likes 720p, but you have other streaming services out there that can handle the 1080p, and then there's other services out there like StreamYard and others
YouTube
who
will
handle
take
720 and
higher.
480.
YouTube will take a higher resolution than that.
Yeah, but as far as streaming out in the field, they will. If you have a dedicated if you're streaming Wi-Fi, I could see. But if you're streaming Wi-Fi through your phone and all of that, that lower 720 and that 480 comes in handy. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Mendez, Drone Ops, and Chin Dynasty, welcome to.
That's
Yeah,
not
buy an Action 3, almost as good as a GoPro 8. Well, it's funny you mention that, Jim's Droning, because the price point of this camera is $329. Now, I happen to know for a fact you can get a brand new Hero 7 for
right.
that same price. You
Well,
know?
well, here's what because we had an extensive conversation about this, and you
Mm-hmm.
talk about what this camera packs in it from what they say in here, and you look at all of these things that is happening with this joint, in comparison to what I think it came out a little quick compared to the last one.
Yeah.
Because I think that the last one didn't do so well.
Well, the last one
And
didn't
I
do
think,
too well due to the heating issues, and
well, yeah, this one came a little quick this time because,
they needed to make back some of their money.
well, I think they wanted to sell a camera, so and this one came out, like I said, a little quick, not for what they have in it, but I guess to save face for the other camera that came
Yeah,
out, because that one wasn't that. I mean, it was a nice camera, would look nice and everything like that, and it probably
329,
took very good pictures and did very good video.
329, and
I didn't own one, but the complaints and stuff the guys had with it
yeah.
for what they were trying to do with it, I think that now this one is a little better, and you talk about
$329
selling
US
point.
is 500 Canadian. Damn.
Okay. Well, you talk about your selling point for it was the what was it you mentioned? The fact that the abilities that it has for live
Underwater, yes, underwater. It
that was one of
has,
the things that I liked about it too. The ability that it has waterproofing, right, without the case, up to 16 meters and 60 meters,
yes,
which is no different than the previous ones, with the case.
right.
But the fact that it can operate in cold temperature,
That, and not only the
it's the
soft,
first. It's the first that has, they say, this dual touch screen,
right.
you know, and it has a front screen. What is it? A 1.4 inch, and the rear screen is a 2.25, 25 inch screen.
Yes. But
That
did not
I
to
mean,
mention also
well,
that, also to mention the underwater shooting capabilities are that much better than the prior versions of this camera. There's some software that allows it to lighten and see better underwater than ever before.
well, it's called the color temperature sensor, that is used so it can detect colors better underwater, and then the
Hmm.
transition through out of the water. So that's what that sensor is designed to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they have the
So that's what I
$329 version, and then they have the adventure combo for $100
well, yeah,
more.
you get a few extra things, like it's $110, I think it is, but you get
Yeah, yeah.
get and I think it's a very good value if you go and check out the price of the where'd you go? It
I'm
disappeared.
here. I'm here.
No, but if you go
No,
no, but if you go and check out, because it has this smart charging multifunctional battery case, and I won't forget to mention that
I
it
got a
also
picture here. I
records
can
in
show.
stereo, and it has three
Yes, it has
microphones.
3 microphones.
So when you get into this, you see it has that multifunctional battery case.
Yes, right
It
here.
has a charger.
Yes.
That, and you get that
The
selfie
action
stick.
stick. The selfie
and
stick,
you
which
get the
FYI disappears.
extra, yeah, with the touch of a yeah, with one touch, yeah, it disappears. I said, but you get a couple extra things, and you get 2 extra batteries. And I guess if you price those things out, I guess they're like $35 and like $25, maybe, I don't know, for certain parts. And one of them was like, yeah, those little mountain hubs, those clips, they're I think like $25.
Yes.
Then that
Yeah,
case might
that
be
you
$65.
you
Then
have
I
to
go
add.
into the Uber the DJI store and check it out. See
Well,
if
the
I can.
fact that this comes with 2 of these mounts, I think
Uh-huh.
is a plus, because one of them you're definitely going to mount to something that you use a lot. These quick release
Okay.
mounts here, up here. And I like the fact that everything is doubled. Everything is doubled. They have a
Yeah,
little
they did
durable
a few
case here.
things.
I'm looking forward to see how I want to see live footage from it, to be
They
honest.
few things. They got a few things there. Don't you can find it. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that you get all of that extra stuff in it for that for $110 roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, for
$110.
$110 for $110 extra. Shit, why
Yeah,
not?
and then the care refresh on it is like I think what $25 or something like that.
Mm, yeah, close to that.
Matter of fact, let me tell you exactly what it is. I think I can find it. Yeah, I should be able to find it.
Okay. But I'm interested to see it. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Hermit had asked me yesterday, what do I think the price point would be? And I said about
For two
450,
years, it's $35.
thinking about 450, thinking that they were going to undercut the Hero 11, which is going for $500. Well,
Yeah.
they undercut it by a lot. Now, a major selling point of the action camera over GoPro is that $320 price point. I see a few
Well,
FPV pilots maybe
well,
investing in.
here's the thing. And when I look deep into it, no, not that deep because it's right there in your face. When you look at it and you get into this and you say, well, why is it? And you mentioned the price, and I understand why the price is and why they went where they went because I don't really think that this is trying to really compete so much with the GoPro.
No, but it's an
Tell you why.
affordable action camera.
No, it is.
A
It
lot of
is.
people buying.
No, it is. And I tell you why I say that, because this camera, as we say, it shoots in 4K at 120 frames per second.
Hey, Steven. Right.
What's up, Steven? That's in slow mo. And that just like they did with the drones, they did the same
Right.
thing.
Right.
It really shoots 4K 30.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying to
I
you?
know.
So but I don't know what GoPro is doing. So now with that mentioned, I thought that I saw somewhere read that there was 3 of these GoPros, different models coming out.
Yes. So supposedly I only saw 2, but the I only saw 2. They have the actual form factor of their GoPros like this here, like
Yeah,
this
and then
version.
they have the
And
Cube.
then they have the mini, which is a
What's
GoPro
called
that's
Cube?
about that size
Yeah,
of it. Yeah, yeah.
there's 3 of them.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
I thought I had only thought I saw 2, but it's highly possible. If you say there's 3, there's definitely 3. Um,
But I don't know. Does anybody in the chat, did they get one? Or what is this
yeah.
here?
Did anyone order the the Action 3 camera?
Yeah, did anybody order one?
I
Because
know as soon as the video played, soon as the video finished playing, everyone released their Action 3 videos. So a lot of people did reviews on them.
what is it? That thing, let me see, what is it saying here? I know here in New York, What is it saying here?
What?
Wow.
What happened?
Well,
Steven says
estimated
not yet. He hasn't gotten one yet. So he must have his eyes on one.
10/3/22.
10/3/22 is when you're going to get your. That's when they're shipping them.
It says right here. Well, that's here in New York.
Okay.
Estimated,
Estimated delivery.
2 to 3 business days.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
I won't even dare go find out what Best Buy is.
Now, I did mention something to Herman that
Thursday.
Huh?
You go to Best Buy right now. You can get one 6 weeks from next week Thursday.
But we'll take your money now.
Yeah.
And do you want insurance on that? Now, I wanted to get into something, Herman. As of late, I know a few people have brought the Avata.
But but what I wanted to say though, seriously, staying on the subject of the action cam,
right?
They had a few things that they were saying were reasons to actually buy this camera. Like I said, I don't know if anybody in the chat bought one. If anybody in the chat bought one, let me know. But they were saying
says not yet.
They were saying that there's like what they had listed in was it the guys over at Drone DJ?
Yeah.
7 reasons why, or 7 things, reasons. Yeah, 7 reasons why to buy it. And they were talking about the battery at 770 milliamp hours. That's over 2 hours they claim of use of this thing. So that's not much different than the pocket, what they claim with the pocket and stuff like that. But the fast charging ability for 0 to 150 minutes. I guess that's fast for some of these batteries now that you look at.
Usually you expect an hour easy.
Right, so, but they the way it jumps to 80 is fast. It's the top off that battery.
Right.
It takes the extra time on this. And you notice that too with the drones. There's something with the drone batteries. Yeah. The vertical shooting. This is the thing what you mentioned before about the
native vertical shooting.
Right, but you mentioned that was one of the things that you had liked about this, the fact that what makes it easier. That's one of the things that make it easier for you to be able to vlog with this camera.
Right.
Photos,
Everybody young wants you to vlog and show your footage this way, vertically, as opposed to horizontally, the way us old timers look at our phones, as they call it, as they say.
Yeah, and it's an improvement on the heat management. That's an improvement. A lot of these things are improvements. These things are all improvements from the last camera. What else they had? Once again, better equipped for snow and water sports. This is I was saying to you before. Being able to have this thing outside in the water, you could put it in the water. You don't have to worry about up to a certain amount of feet to meters, whatever it is, 16 meters.
Right.
Water without you having to worry about it becoming trash. So now special features that it has for vlogging. This is where what you mentioned also, this is part of what you mentioned comes in. The special features for vlogging.
Yeah.
All of these things are improvements from the last camera. And reasons to buy. you know, and the number one reason, in my opinion, for all of these things of an improvement in the camera was the price.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
price,
because I use Hero 7s, right?
right?
I use Hero 7s. I like Hero 7s. I like their form factor, their weight, everything about them. Everyone is using Hero 8s, 9s, they're using 10s. But a Hero 7 right now,
Is what?
okay, the going price for them is $300.
Oh, okay.
279 on Amazon. Um, I see a few places you can get a Hero 7 Silver. Now I only buy the black ones. Okay, they have bundles for 350,
Okay.
for Hero 7. I liked Hero 7s. I like the form factor. The stabilization is up to par. I'm not big on it. Like I said, because of the price point of the actual Osmo, I may consider getting one down the
Oh,
line. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'll be able to go from 4K at 30 to 4K at 60.
Right, right. I got you.
My only issue is the care refresh. You said it was about $50 or whatever.
Oh, it's $35. Two
$35 for the care
years.
refresh, provided you recover the camera.
Well, yeah. I
So you
mean,
figure if you buy them, if you wait until they get them in Best Buy or B&H Photo, what you can do is actually buy it, get the insurance from B&H Photo, and every time you smash one, you just take it back, and
oh,
they'll
that's
replace it.
I
Well,
don't
that's
know
what
if
everyone
that's
does. That's what everyone does with the GoPros. They get insurance in the GoPro, and GoPro says if you bring the camera back smashed, we'll give you another one.
really.
Yeah, yeah. I know people that constantly smash GoPros, and then they go back to Best Buy. Get Best Buy gives them another one, brand spanking new.
I wouldn't be Jack.
So you wouldn't give up Jack? That's
Nope.
messed up, man.
Smash that shit. I ain't giving you nothing.
That's messed up. Now, I might just be interested in getting one. To be honest, I would have to see a 3D print for it because right now, of
Uh-huh.
course, it being a new camera, like GoPro sends out templates. You know how they send out
Mhm.
demos to
Right.
like
They
really, right? They send out templates for guys who do 3D printing.
uh-huh. Okay.
DJI does not do that. Some guy actually measures it down and takes
No.
diameters and then puts it in a CAD program, and that's how they come out with it. Now, if I see a 3D print for it, I might be more prone to get one.
So how are you gonna get one?
We'll see. My only problem is the 3D print has to
Mm,
be for a specific drone.
right. Oh no, camera.
Well, that same camera, but for a different drone, because each drone is a different. The tops are different.
Oh, that's your fault.
I have something I could put it on, but we'll see how it goes. Definitely. We will
It is
see how it
expensive.
goes. I want to see some of these guys. I want to see it on an FPV drone. I've
Don't get
seen all of
it.
the photographers do their reviews. A lot of photographers are reviewing it, but
Well, you know what? That probably all goes to say, I don't know. I'm not saying that it's not being done, but that could be the same what you were mentioning before about not, you know, DJI not, making certain things available so the people who do like their own aftermarket shit can produce these things. Like how, if you notice, like cell phones,
yeah.
you can go almost anywhere and get iPhone case
Oh,
or the Galaxy case,
yes, you can
case for the
anywhere.
Fold or one of those cases, the high end phone. But
Yeah,
the low end phone, maybe not so much because they don't know how much of those they're going to sell.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I
That
did not see one 3D print for the original Osmo
no,
Action. Nope. For the
not
original
one.
Osmo Action, I did see 3D prints for the Osmo Action 2.
Not one.
For the small form factor one, people did create. But for the Osmo Action 1, I did not see one 3D print. In fact, let's do a little search here while we're talking about it. But
Why not? I mean, I don't understand why you didn't. Somebody had to have them because people did fly FPV with it. That's why they were able to complain about it.
True.
You know, somebody did. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm quite sure I've seen a couple of videos.
Okay, Osmo Action 3D models to print.
Right.
Let's see. Okay, looking here, I do see. Okay, hold on. Let me share so you guys can see what we have here.
Which phone?
There. This one right here is on a 4-inch bird. I see one right here you can download for the Osmo Action. As far, here's another guy who has another design print. Here's another one. You know what? Now this is a little interesting because this is a little interesting here.
See?
Hold on. Here's another print. Here's another one.
Osmos across the country.
And here's a fancy one with the skull, with the skull eyeball, which everyone seems to be using. Okay, all right.
Which
you know what?
Fits on the drone you need. But now, would that fit the new one?
See, now that's where the difference comes in, because the lens that's on the new one now looks a little full. Bigger, yes. Yes, it looks a little bigger than on the original Osmo. I would have to see a comparison. That would be good to know, comparison-wise.
How bigger is it?
Yeah, I would like to see it. And
bigger.
Comparison-wise, let's see what's up. I'd be interested to know, but I don't know anybody with one.
What?
But let me see. Hold on. That Osmo Action, right?
Good. SJ.
Osmo Action. Here
my bad. I'm sorry about that.
And the Osmo Action is still going for $300.
Don't worry about it. The new one is out.
Spend $29 more and get the better one?
Yeah, why not?
The Action 2, $280 at B&H.
Get one.
No, I'm good.
If you don't need it, just get it.
I'm good. I'm good. I think I would. Insta360 Action Camera R 4K edition. Oh, they're dropping the prices on stuff, man. This is the time to check this out. If you want a 3D, I'm looking right now. They
didn't sell them all this summer.
Look at this. Check out this deal here on Action Cam. This is a 360R. This camera right here says Insta360R 4K.
Jump on it.
Oh, this isn't the 360 version. This is this is only their action camera. All right, never mind. For $230, their action camera.
Who?
I thought they had dropped the price on their 360 camera. Who? I was about to go. Insta360.
So what was it?
On the action camera, it's only $229.
Right.
That's what they dropped, the 23% discount on it.
That's what's in the action cam, not the 360.
Right, not the 360. I got it confused.
No, but I heard that's a pretty good camera, though.
Yes, it is. Phenomenal. Hey, Travel Tech 360, Flying Flynn, how are you guys? Hope all is well. Yeah, I have heard no complaints about it. The Insta360 action camera, seriously.
Okay.
And the fact that it's $229, let's go to, let's see now. Insta 360 R action cam 3D prints.
That one.
Let's see, if I can't get a 3D print for it, I'm not interested in it. Insta360 models, hold it, 1R. Let's see. For $229, I'd get one of those.
What, the mount?
They actually have, I do not see. What happened?
How much is the mount?
The mounts. I don't see any mounts yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that the mount was like
Oh,
200.
here we go. Here we go. They do have mounts for them. Now, see, that's cost effective. That Insta360 action camera, 360.
What's up, Travel Tech?
Those Insta360 1R cameras are good. They're real good. I don't know how they are durability wise, though. I need to do some research because it looks like I may be upgrading.
I don't know what the people that I know have them, but I've heard some of these people say it's a very good camera. I don't know what they're doing with it.
Hey, Gary.
But then again, not everybody's drone tumbles and somersaults.
Yeah, at 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. Yeah. Or even 40 miles an hour hit something, and get thrown. Hey, Gary, what's good, man?
What's up, Gary?
Well, getting going with these cameras, let's see what happens.
I don't know.
It's still a good price, $329 for a action camera.
Yeah, I mean,
4K at 60.
Would you buy one?
Yeah.
Not the not the Insta360.
No, not the Insta360, the Action 3. I would consider getting one, seriously.
Would you buy this Action 3?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. For the price point and the fact that you can use it underwater.
In the chat getting one?
Yeah, did anybody order one in the chat? What's up? Steven did say not yet.
Not yet.
He was the only one that said not yet. Everyone else.
Now, if anybody in the chat ordered one, put a 1 in the chat for if you ordered one. Gary, did you get one?
Yeah, everybody was up early to watch it. Some people may not have.
Yeah, I know. People are waiting to see some of the reviews on it. Then you'll find out.
Nope, Jim's droning said nope.
Then next week, everybody like, I got my action cam. And they'll be like, yeah. Then every live stream from now till next week, Thursday,
we'll be talking action cam.
I got my action cam. Yeah, one thing I like about the action cam, the action cam, but nobody got one.
Yeah, yet.
All right.
As of yet. It's just messed up. But
I'm quite sure somebody got one, you're just not telling.
I'm more than sure of it too. In fact, there's somebody in this live stream that may have one on order. I'm sure of it. There's too many of you in here. They holding out? What do you say? They holding out, Herman?
Yeah, you got one. You got one. Come on, tell us.
No, man, not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Get one. All right.
For you guys that do the vlogging, Gary editing, you mean napping. Wayne B said Gary says he was editing. Wayne B says Gary editing means you were napping.
Napping.
I have no action cam in my life. I need an naption cam, Gary says. He has no action cam in his life, but he needs a naption cam for taking naps. As soon as you lay down, it goes on. I got warm weather on order, feet on the ground. What's up from Australia? Okay. How are you, man? Good morning.
So what is he looking for? Something that makes it look like he's working while he's taking a nap?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a green screen. When he takes a nap, the screen comes down and makes it look like he's working. He's really napping behind the screen. That would be funny. But the season's changing, Herman.
Yeah, but you were bringing up a point about something before I was brought up the thing about the 7 reasons of why you should buy this camera.
Well, I just want to point out the underwater features are a plus to it. Price point is definitely a plus. Finally, an action camera that's under $500 or under $450, because the average
Is
action
it?
cam out there, I mean, the GoPro 11 is supposed to price point is supposed to be selling at $500. Okay, and the only thing different that it does
Mm-hmm.
are some frame rates, but other than that, I think it's pretty much the same camera. Okay, it has but not rock steady. What is GoPro? Real steady? Not real steady. What the hell do they call a stabilization? But they're supposed to have a better stabilization than DJI, but who knows?
Loctite?
Yes, yeah.
I don't
I want
know.
to see the both cameras compared, a comparison with both cameras, and then I'll decide on what to get.
Eventually, you on the what on the
Yes, Northside. He's in Australia with you, brother. His
you
morning
mean
time breakfast there.
you mean on the action cam from the same people that make the Sphere and the Insta 360. Those people.
No, no. I would like to see a comparison with the Osmo 3 against the GoPro 11. There's some camera guy out there that's going to put them both on a tripod together and do a side-by-side comparison. It's just a matter of time.
That
Hey,
would be
Rob, feet on the ground. Northside Hawk is asking, where are you in Australia?
up the block.
No, he's in South Australia. I thought I
He's
mentioned
down the
that.
street from the bridge.
South Elizabeth. He's in South Elizabeth, Australia, Northside. Gonna laugh real loud if GoPro Mini better than the Action 3. Yeah, but look at the price point.
Well, see, that's the thing. That would be, I don't know. That would be interesting because I think they came out with those what was it, three of them, and they
Mm-hmm.
said to fit in the whole jingle bell. And what DJI just has one that kind of fits right in there.
Yeah. I'm looking now. I'm
I
at,
don't know. I want to see more videos on this thing.
here we go. I just pulled up. I'm on the GoPro page. Here are the three different form factors
The
of GoPro.
okay,
You
yeah, I
have
see what it
one.
is.
You have one here, the media kit, which you can plug lights and microphones into.
Mhm.
Okay. And then you have the solo by itself, and then you have the mini. This mini
Mhm.
may be a deal breaker too. Um, a lot of people miss the Hero Session form factor. And
Mhm.
if you could come out, if GoPro could come out with a Hero Session form factor again, they probably will sell a lot.
Okay.
Especially, and no, I don't want 10% off. Look at them trying to get me to spend money. And all I'm doing is looking at the page. Yeah, message.
Buy
Oh,
now,
save
buy
10.
now, buy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly it. But I'm interested to see
Yeah.
that
So they want to
GoPro,
send you stuff in the mail. That's what that is.
right? But GoPro, when they come out with something, they come out swinging, Herman.
A little bit.
They've been like DJI has been top in drones. GoPro's right now the top in action cameras, at least for now.
Well, you know,
There are a lot of clones out there, but you still go back to GoPro because I've done it. I've gotten a run
or
cam.
junked and just realized, nah, I can't do this. It's not working.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I get it. Sometimes you just can't do it.
right.
I don't really like doing that either because the first thing that starts happening is that you say you don't need certain things or you overlook certain things and then you're looking for it and it's not there. You can't get it if it's not there.
Yeah,
If you don't use it, you can turn it off or not use
right,
it. But
right.
when you need it and it's not there, no,
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
yeah, yeah. Us Canadians paying too much. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Jeff Norman, what's up? How are
When
you?
you say you paid too much,
So many of us are brand loyal, and regardless of advantages or drawbacks, every item we need to purchase should be considered based on its performance. This is true until you come out with a nice new camera and shiny lights, and all of a sudden man goes caveman, and I must have it, you know.
mm-hmm.
Jim Droney says, by clicking that page, Lawrence, you just brought it. Check your credit card. Yo, that's not funny. I had an experience earlier today. You remember Herman, right? I was buying, okay, I
All I
have
know is that that light, I
I
guess it's
have
from the
the
sun,
Vista unit.
is
I
giving
had to
you
attach
a funny
this
mustache.
this wire to the Vista unit. Here's the camera. The wire that it had on here was this short. So I put this wire on and I went on to get FPV. There are mounts that I can screw to this little camera here
Right.
that you can see. So it'll fit in the drone here. You see right here in the front, the camera has to fit here. But it's too small, so there are brackets I can buy to put on here. And the camera will hang suspended in the middle with those two brackets. Well,
I
I
am
went to get
the
FPV.
camera.
I went to FPV, yes, to order those brackets, which were $4.99. They're 3D printed. They come four in a pack, so I can use them on two drones. But to make a long story short, I had that same Vista unit in the in my cart and
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize it.
And you did,
And
what?
and they charged me for a Vista unit and that they do well. No, they are sending me a Vista unit and that. Because I only ordered the part for the camera, but no money has been taken out for the Vista unit as of yet, knock wood.
I hear you. Not yet.
So, not yet. Yeah,
Tomorrow you find out you're the proud owner.
right now I have another Vista unit coming in, so I'll have a backup in case I break a Vista unit. FYI, these wires never come this long, so if you buy one, out the box, it only stretches that far. This wire I had to order separately and surgically insert in here and surgically open the camera up and replace.
Okay.
But
you surgically opened up the camera?
Yeah. I actually opened this camera up. If you unscrew it from behind, this silver plate in the middle is the sensor. It's the actual sensor. The black plate in the front is the lens, and the piece in the back just holds all of it together with two screws. Yeah, but they're Mippy wires. Hey, Deneen, what's up? What'd you say? I didn't see. What'd you put?
This picture is so funny.
Where did you get that picture?
I don't know. What's I just found him. It looked like he's wearing a half a banana.
Like he's wearing two clown shoes, right? Put it back up. These guys, check this picture out real quick. A Mini 3 with pontoons. It does look funny, but that definitely puts it over the 250-gram form factor.
Oh, well, I guess. So. But if you don't tell me one.
I guess he doesn't want. I guess he doesn't want his shit to go down in the water.
Yeah, that might not help.
No, I don't think so either. That thing is so small. A freaking 6-inch wave will turn it over. Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, getting on to what everyone is talking about, I wanted to mention, I was going to mention earlier, I see a lot of guys out there with their Avatas. I want to give you, let's see if you guys can hear, let me know if you can hear this. The views and opinions tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat. Were you able to hear that?
Barely.
Okay, well, I had to put a disclaimer out there, and this goes out to all of you people out there that own an Avata. You just got your Avata. You plan on getting an Avata. You already have one. Word of advice: if you're new to FPV, don't be so daring with it. And what I mean by that is I'm noticing a few people are crashing their Avadas, a few people are doing things. Supposedly with the motion sensors on the bottom, you can zoom at 50 miles per hour, 10 inches above the ground. All I'm saying is don't take risk with your new drone. Despite what they say about that plastic being handling crashes, you hit something at 60 miles per hour and see if your ass holds up. The point I'm getting at is be careful with that new bird. Seriously, I'm noticing a few people are crashing them, a few people are losing them. It's out there on an internet search for it. Someone in Philadelphia recently lost one. I saw one go down in the water. The guy was, now check it out, Herman. In the video, like we do here in New York, white caps over water mean it's windy. He was zooming above the water with white caps, maybe about 1.5 feet above the water, too low, because I would have been at about 3 or 4 feet. And a gust of wind pushed him down into the water, into a wave, and he lost his Avata. So Jim's Droning says he got his yesterday, flying on the weekend. Just don't push it because you build a false sense of security with this thing. It flies so smooth and it stops, and you have the oh shit button. When you mess up, the drone will go, I'm not doing that. You have the oh shit button and everything, but if you're not careful, you will destroy your new bird.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's all I want to say. No way, I'm being conservative. Won't be going over 58 miles an hour. Oh, okay. Well, so you'll do 57.
Well, Lawrence, we gotta take a what do you call it? How they say it?
Sponsor break?
Sponsor.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I get those texts too.
It's like the worst part of the show.
Well, not really, because without them, we wouldn't be here.
Really? Is that right? Well, anyway, Wednesday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those Guys. Salute to you, shot in a drop.
Merry Christmas.
Gary says, if you have an Avata, please just shut up about it. If I hear much more about the Avata, I'm going to have to slit my throat.
Gary,
I hope you don't do that.
Would you like to come on live and do that? Because we're going to talk a little bit about it later on.
Yeah, we are pretty much.
Not much, but a little bit. Did you see that that thing, Gary? Somebody was having a giveaway for one.
For Nevada?
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's very interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of things are happening. So
go ahead.
When do you get it?
I don't know, but I think my microphone is messed up. Hold on. You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I somehow moved the wire to. Yeah, Jim's drone 60 miles an hour is good, but be careful.
What?
Things
60?
come up a lot faster at 60 miles per hour than they do in a car.
No, it's the same 60 miles per hour.
It is the same, but psychologically, your brain sees it faster. I don't know why. Maybe because you're in something small.
Because you're a fucking hood ornament.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. Thanks, I appreciate it. I had actually moved the wire and it said my microphone had unplugged. It's great. It's never crashed.
You can actually see car in front of you.
Yeah, that's the only difference, right? And you can brace for impact. Whereas, I don't know if you guys have ever flipped over and crashed, but pretty much your camera goes like this. Like that, a couple of thousand times. And then all of a sudden you see grass or you see the sky. That's all I'm saying.
Or,
In
or
fact, you know what? I need to put together a blooper video.
depending on where you crash.
True.
A lot lately, I've been noticing there's like a lot of, and then it's like you see water and fish.
This is true. I actually had a folder of crashes, and I
Right.
seem to have misplaced it because there's nothing like flying above the ground
Mhm.
at about 3 feet above the ground, and then all of a sudden make a mistake and you tumble. Hey, Copper State, you tumble and you tumble and you tumble and you tumble, and then it slows down. And all of a sudden you see the sky and you wind up right side up again. I've tumbled my drone for about 50 feet, 75 feet, just on the ground, like that. Seriously.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
No, that's not good.
Run you. I'll run you with the Inspire One.
Who?
Oh, Jody. Jim's droning was saying he got his FPV drone up to 60. That Inspire One goes from 0 to 60 really quick with those 15-inch props.
I don't know.
Quick question.
It's kind of
Just
big.
saw a new Emax Hawk. It uses HD0 goggle setup. Could you explain HD0? Is it still, you're still trying to learn this stuff? HD0 is another operating system,
explain
a
it.
platform for digital.
Uh-huh.
Okay, HD0 is fairly new. I know very little about it, but I do know it is a new digital system. From what I found out, if I'm correct, HD0 is part of Fat Shark's little thing as far as going digital. To be honest, since I've gone DJI digital, I've seen digital companies come and go.
Whose idea was it for the fat shark?
And I have no idea. And all I can say is Copper State, do your research, because it's a fairly new operating system in the world of FPV. And I can say there are a shitload of videos out there, but there's a shitload of videos out there not liking HD0. What I've found since I've gone to DJI, I've been comfortable there. They're very easy to use, very easy to hook up. I don't know nothing about HD0, so I don't want to point you in the right direction, but I can say it's another operating system. Like HD0, you have DJI digital, you have no tracers, tracers different. That's receiver. You have HD0. What's the other one? They have a bunch of other digital FPV digital. Let me look up here. FPV DJI digital system.
Really?
And okay, you have Walk Snail. You have Walk Snail, which is by Cadix Nebula, by Cadix.
And
You have the Cadix Nebula, which is DJI. You have Walk Snail, which is Cadix company that was making units. You have Cadix, you have the air units from DJI, which is the same as the Cadix Nebula. Do your research. That HD0, give it a little time. They're not even a year old.
Which one is it that you're using?
I use the Cadix Nebula unit, which is through DJI. Hey, Deneen, be careful driving. Thanks for popping in. Yes, it was. Yeah, Walk Snail, HD0, Walk Snail, and DJI. The Cadix unit that I'm using is on the DJI digital platform, and then you have the Air unit. Both of those are DJI. Walk Snail is new. We all know, just came out. And HD0 is a little bit older than Walk Snail, but not by much. Maybe by a few months. Ray of Sunshine is greeting to you. Listening and multitasking. Thanks for sharing this info. We appreciate you coming in and supporting us, Ray of Sunshine.
Thank you.
Most definitely.
No, but
so if that helped Copper State any, I would go with what's been reliable and has been around for a year.
Well,
how long is their How
long is what?
Their FPV bird has been out over a year, right? DJI.
Yeah. But they came out with those units before that.
Yes. They were just testing it on us.
Explain to them why you use it and why you stay with it, because I think whatever they come up with from here out will probably work on another set of goggles, right?
Yes, very good point. I had used the CADX units because that's the FPV side of me. The air units I can use as well, but the CADX units and the run cam units that will now be replacing the CADX units, they are easily accessible. There's only 4 wires,
Right.
1 antenna. He says, yes, that helps a lot. Okay. They are consistent. Right now, everyone's trying to do better than DJI. HD0, Walk Snail just came out. Walk Snail, they probably will do good.
Mm-hmm.
They probably will do good because they're
What makes you
CADX.
say that?
Huh?
What makes you say that?
Because
I mean,
CADX has always sold superior cameras. They're always in the world of FPV, 2 camera systems that have been battling, sort of like Apple and Android, and it's been CADX and RunCam.
okay.
Now, because CADX went underground and designed their own digital system along with Walk Snail, or however the hell that turned out, DJI said, well, we're taking your name off of our shit, but you can still get a Vista unit with the RunCam cameras.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same DJI system, except they're not using CADX cameras anymore. They're using RunCam. Yeah, so I would go with the system that's more stable. Give those other systems a year. I've seen companies come and go in the world of being in the digital world, serious. And now the new DJI goggles are supposed to work with the old air units soon. Exactly. It's just a firmware update. And not the old air units, but supposedly if it'll work with the air unit, it'll work with these CADX units too.
Yeah, that's why I would stay in that area.
Yeah, so to stay in that ecosystem, that's just food for thought, Copper State. You can get also the V2 goggles work with the Avata.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
these are things you need to consider. Right now, you need to go out and buy a pair of Fat Shark goggles for the HD zeros. The Fat Shark goggles, let's see. Those things are pretty pricey, but hold on a second.
DJI.
He's new to FPV. He's doing research.
Nobody's gonna fly DJI.
He's doing research right now. Fat Shark, Dominator HD digital goggles. Yes, these Fat Shark Dominator goggles start as low as $753. DJI 5 and change. V2 goggles are probably 500 or less now. But if you're doing research, I hope I can point you in the right direction. We really don't want the Avata. Don't even worry about it. If you can buy DJI birds out there pre-built. You can buy them pre-built. I mean, you're going to pay a little more, but you can buy them and just get the radio. Get a radio and you can fly anything DJI. Just food for thought.
It did make a lot of sense when you keep saying that DJI needs to come out with these type of frames for those units, considering how they make their hands are on those
Jody
units.
said they're $449 now. The same ones I paid 5 and change for.
What?
All the digital stuff is crazy confusing. All I can say is you're doing research, and that's the smart way to approach things. HD0 just came out. They haven't even been out 6 months. Maybe 3 or 4. Okay. Everyone did rave reviews over the HD0s. Oh, they're just as good as DJI. Well, if you've never seen DJI, I guess they would be as good. If you're buying, go Rotor Riot pre-tuned. I agree, Jims. B&H has the V2 goggles now for $429. More cost. Now, what direction? I just asked one question real quick, and we can get back on topic, Herman. Copper State. What do you plan on doing in FPV? Do you plan on racing? Do you plan on doing sin whoop video? Do you plan on doing a little bit of freestyle and cruising? Like I do only cruising. So, what do you plan on doing in the world of FPV? Because that can dictate what you buy also and where you buy. So, we can find out what direction you're headed in. If you want to get into the cinematography of FPV, there are plenty of sin whoops you can buy with the Cadix unit in it that are prepared. You can buy them newly built and everything. We need to move on, Herman. We're falling behind, bro.
You know what? You're talking about goggles. The new ones, right? What are they? 429?
What are
Well, the ones that
429?
you have.
The V2s, yes,
Right, they're
yes.
429.
And its Fat Sharks is
Same price they're
750.
listed with on DJI.
That's what they're listed as. See, right there, that's a saving of about $300 straight out the. I mean, if compared to Fat Shark, but Fat Shark has always been pricey. Even
Yeah.
in analog, people were paying $700-800 for fucking goggles that were analog. I've been checking out the Gep RC 35 for one, then also the Armaton Beaver frame build. The Gep 35 for one works well with GoPros. It works well with naked GoPros.
Right.
What I would suggest is do not get a naked GoPro. Get a regular GoPro, get something like a GoPro 7, throw it on top. It shoots 4K 30. Most of my 4K videos, I use a Hero 7. Everyone's using Hero 8, 9, 10, whatever. I use a Hero 7. It's cost effective for me. You know, it's easier to replace, but now that this action camera has come out for $329, I may consider looking into one. But that Gep 35 is a sin whoop. Great for carrying GoPros. And you can buy them pre-done already. You just need to buy a radio and goggles.
That's a good thing.
Nor V2, it is goggles too. I know those are two different words, but I like to step up my game than flying a tiny hawk. Understandable. The Gep 35 is fine. I think it comes with a GoPro mount.
Okay.
And they come with Vista units in them. If you can get one with a Vista unit, it'll be cheaper than an Air unit. Only thing you're paying more for with an Air unit is the name.
What I wanted to tell you is, Lawrence, we were talking before, and we remember mentioning about drone delivery. You know, it's always been the big thing that comes up all the time when we're talking about everybody, the argument back and forth, and is it going to happen? Will it happen? And stuff like that. And some of these test runs, a lot of people thought that, you know, like Amazon, you know, was going back and forth. Everybody the waffling, Amazon. Is Amazon going to do it? Amazon. But I mean, this information may not be worth anything to anybody else, but the people in, what was it, Lockford, California, could be interesting to them because, you know, they were talking about the things that, and we talk about things to know. But the things to know that you need to know about this thing here with Amazon and their drone delivery, you know, as we know that Amazon announced that that the customers that they have in Lockford, California, will be the first to ever see Amazon Prime, was it Prime Ear delivery, drone delivery?
Yeah.
But Amazon is still currently awaiting a decision from, you know, regulators on the possible environmental impact of their
that these
operation.
drones have on,
Right. Yeah, on the environment. So this still hasn't gone anywhere yet, you know, and they have those nice, lovely drones sitting there. This is how big they are. you know.
Yeah.
So there were a
Yeah.
few things that you needed to know about them that was out there on these drones that I thought was very important, because
And
we
they,
talk about some of the things that, all of these trial periods and stuff that's going on in these trial bases,
mm-hmm.
and what and what not, and it's like, we see the development, we see all of the money being spent, but is it really what
Right.
we think it is? Amazon drone delivery, right?
Amazon got everybody started.
Their central location, right? They're allowed to fly this thing by the approval. They're allowed to fly this thing 4 miles from the
Yes.
central hub in Lockford, which means that their setup is going to be about within a feet of distance of 1.5 miles. So no of the closest neighborhood. So there's not going to be any deliveries being made beyond that point. You feel where I'm coming from? Because
Yes.
they can't fly any further from the hub than that amount of stuff.
Well, that's understandable. If they were given a 5 mile beyond visual line of sight, to keep them within 4 miles is the safe margin. So I could see that happening.
So
And that's actually good. That's a good thing.
well, here's the next thing. You're talking about this drone, but you're talking about a drone that take off and landing. They have 4 sectors, and within each of those sectors, they're going to have one takeoff and landing port in those
Right.
4 different sectors of Lockwood. That's the name of the place, right? Yeah, California.
Right.
Their operating time that they want to do these deliveries or during daylight times. Now they claim they may have evening deliveries, but nothing after 10 o'clock. Yeah, they don't deliver anything after 10 o'clock anyway on the ground, or after 8 o'clock on the ground. So what are you saying? I don't know. Now they get into how busy do they really plan to be, and I'm looking at it, and I don't see them making these drones. What they're looking to do, from what they claim, is no different than a damn truck. Because
Yeah.
no, because listen, they talk about maximum flights a day, right? Amazon is estimating about 200 flights, right? 200 flights up to 5 days a week. So what they're
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Right. So what they're looking at, and they don't go into stating is it each drone, but they go into stating something to the fact of targeting what is it, 260 operating days
of the year, out of the year,
and 5,000 or 52,000 deliveries per year,
and only operating during daylight hours.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said. Daylight hours.
Well, that's going to be crucial because
but they go in to talk about how the evening and some evenings, but nothing after 10 o'clock. You don't deliver after 8 anyway.
True.
So I don't know. Amazon is funny. These is just, I'm not making this up, but the killer is the fact that these drones, right? These Amazon delivery drones. Here's the thing, and this is the killer right here, because you're making a big deal over a drone. You see how big those drones were in comparison to the humans working on them? No, watch this. Now watch how kooky quacky this dumb shit is. Right? You're talking about these drones, right? Are hybrid multi-copters, fixed wing, powered with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. Right? The drones, right? The drones in flight, right? Let's check this out. the drone itself, right, empty, is
Right.
87 pounds.
Damn. 87?
87 pounds, empty,
That's scary.
but can carry up to 5 pounds.
So you're basically saying every time you see one of these drones, every time you see one of these drones, that's 87 pounds that could come crashing to the ground.
Right, for 5 pounds of fucking cargo.
Yeah. Something doesn't add up in the math there, but that's scary.
So keep it in line with America, we could throw 2 handguns in there and deliver it.
Would you say it's not going to be delivering any handguns or bullet shells? Well, maybe a couple of boxes. A couple of boxes of shells.
I said keeping it in line with how America do. They could deliver 2 handguns, right? That would get them right in there around the 5 pounds.
Yep.
One.
Yeah, or one large one.
It's about. I need a quick Amazon delivery. That 9mm will do me. I'm on.
Could you imagine? Well, and they just passed some law in the U.S. where now when you buy guns with your credit cards, it will be monitored and flagged because they claim the last 2 major shootings, one guy spent $25,000 in bullets and guns, and they all on a credit card in one store. But we won't get into that.
Oh, what?
Let him buy what he wants, right?
Yeah, it's his money.
True. They're just trying to find a way to make it harder for the average Joe like us. That's all.
No, but this drone, right? As we're saying with the Amazon delivery guys, they're gonna fly at an altitude. See, this was the one that I thought was confusing. They're talking about
this was a little disturbing.
Right, because they're saying that upon launching this drone will take off and rise to about 400 feet AGL. And then, right, it's going to follow, it's a pre-planned route that this drone is going to follow, right? A pre-planned route. Now, what they're saying, the typical flight and route of this drone will be approximately 160 to 180 feet AGL. I guess that's in the transition period of reaching area.
Yes.
To make a delivery, right? It's going to lower down, I guess.
Yes.
Right. And
it will descend to 13 feet, right, in which case it will drop a package with a very small parachute.
That's the last thing you needed to know about it. But it's going to fly between 50 and 60 knots. And the last thing, it will transition in area to 13 feet and drop your package off from 13 feet high.
Right. So can you imagine you hear this low hum?
So basically your dog can jump and knock that shit out the sky.
Your dog can jump up and grab it, a shepherd or something. That'll be interesting. And look what my dog brought home, an Amazon drone. Could you imagine? That would be crazy.
When the propellers hit the lawn?
I pray nothing like that happens, but let's just hope they got their shit together, because they should drop from a little higher than 13 feet. This is what I'm saying. A kid could hit it with a basketball.
No, there's bad kids out there that can jump up that high and pull it down.
That's true. A little spider kid, right?
Jump up and yank it right out the sky. Then what?
I'm looking at the kid throwing rocks at it, basketball, baseball.
Complaining.
Sniveling. Mom, I think something's wrong. What's wrong, honey? A drone crashed in our backyard. They played a video back. He's throwing a basketball at it. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? That would be crazy.
Not really, but you know what, Lawrence? You
That
mentioned
video.
the Avada earlier, right?
Yeah.
And you're talking about how guys are, well, some of the things that you mentioned about guys flying and their Avadas and crashing and stuff like that.
They're taking risk.
You know what I think that is? I think guys are really just enjoying the damn thing and taking those risks. Proves that they're
Yeah, that's true. Because if you're not crashing, you're not trying something new.
But I was fumbling around on the internet and I happened to run across the making of a video of a one shot using an Avada. And this gentleman, Joey Helms, he did a video of a one shot of a FPV drone tour of a football stadium, you know, soccer stadium here in America, but in overseas they call it football.
Yes.
And it's a football stadium of a one shot using a Nevada. And I got, like I said, I went through the
wrong video. A wrong video. Don't worry about it.
I went through the making of it to see what he did to fly it.
That's what I was showing the making of, but here's the actual.
The making
video.
of it is quite extensive in length.
I'm going to post the making of it because if you've ever considered or thought about making a one-shot video, you need to know what it takes to perform what this gentleman is doing right here. There's a lot of planning that goes into a one-shot, and notice there are no edit cuts. There's actually one edit cut in this entire video, and that's when he transitions from. Yeah.
The making of the video, what I liked about it was when he had shown how many takes it takes to fly around to see what you want to fly through, to see the setup shot. He went through those things as to show like, where do I want to, you know, how do I want to approach this?
Right.
This has been done before.
Yes.
I believe in the same stadium with regular FPV, and he had the challenge to do this with the
Avada. Yes. Now, keep in mind, they do not go into detail to say whether he's using the actual motion controller or the two-stick controller. But from what I can see here, it's very hard to tell.
Well, in the making of the video, you see him with the motion controller. Okay. You do see him with the motion.
Okay, I was wondering about that, but
he did have only one controllers.
But it's crucial when you're shooting a one-shot video that it's one shot. And the only reason in the making of it, he says that he had to make a cut was because right now the GoPro is set for outdoor. And the transition that he had to make was from light to dark, from outside into a room. And cameras on auto that are set up for outside don't shoot too well when you transition inside. When the transition comes up, I'll let you guys know. But that is the only cut. I know there's a lot of guys out there. They're doing FPV videos and they're doing edits and cuts to it. There's nothing wrong with cutting your FPV footage. But I'm gonna tell you, like someone told me, every time you cut it, we think you crashed. Here's the transition that he does, because it actually goes from daytime to light. He stops it there and then he transitions and flies through again to catch the inside. And I want to point this out real quick. Hold on, let me go back to it. Right here, actually, if I can bring it back further, right here, he stops. See how it switches to dark? Now he switches to the other camera. Because if you know anything about cameras, you can't run. You can't even do it with your eyeballs. Run from the outside when it's bright. Inside, what happens? It looks dark in there, right? Well, he had to make the same adjustment. If that was the only split in this one-shot video. Other than that, I could say he flew it flawlessly.
Okay.
He came close to a few things, but that's okay. That
Well, good,
happens
good
in
work.
FPV. And like you said, they show how many takes to go through doors and pylons. You got to hit those turns just right. And if you do not, well, all
Then
I
you
can
do.
say is you got to start over, or else it wouldn't be a one shot.
Yeah, no, it won't be. It'll be a.
But what we will do is we will show you guys, not show you, but I will post the link for how to.
Mhm.
And it's very simple. He did exactly like the research that I did in the video. Here's the link right here to the actual how-to video. But he goes on to say you must study the area where you are, look at other one
Yeah,
shots,
he
see what kind of angles there are,
did
et
it a
cetera, et
couple of
cetera.
times to check out his route he wanted to take.
Yeah, yeah, you have to walk through this place. I put the link so you guys can hear with sound. Well, you'll learn a lot from this dude. Lee Adventures FPV, he did a one shot in a water park that came out
Yes.
phenomenal. That came out really, really nice. And maybe we'll have him on one time, and I'll have him on Sunday one night, and ask him what did it take to go and to get that together. He had actors and everything,
Okay.
park employees acting and stuff, and he handled the situation well. Because when you go and someone asks you to go in and do a one shot, a
Hmm.
lot of times they ask you for crazy stuff. You as a pilot, pilot in command, need to be able to take control of this conversation and situation and let them know I'm not going to do it that way. This is how it should be done, and
Hmm.
this is why you hired me, because I'm the professional. And people have that concept, well, I'm spending my money, but when you tell them this, they
Yeah.
understand your worth. If
Usually,
that makes any sense.
usually,
Yeah, yeah. So you can go into a place and shoot a one shot, and someone will be like, well, I want it to be like this, I want it to be like that, and sometimes that doesn't always work out.
mhm. Well,
And you
like I said, this video was shot by Joey Helms. All credit due to Joey
mad
Helms.
credit to him. Great video.
Great video, Joey. Now, we talked about the Avata, right? And I mentioned that we've seen a lot of videos and stuff. I don't own one, so I can't tell you the experience of it, but I'm almost positive the reason why you're seeing crashes and stuff like that is those guys they're enjoying it and they're pushing it,
Right.
you know.
Okay.
There's lots of videos out there. But
Yeah, yeah. So like I
enjoy your
said,
birds, guys. Enjoy it. Hope you got the carry fresh if it's broken to that point. But if not, if it can be repaired at home, hey,
B-ball hoop is
keep
10
on
feet
doing
up.
it.
What's up, Night Train? How are you, man?
What happened?
Um, you can't tell real estate agent, those guys are thick as a brick. Gary, you can, because they hire you because of your work that they've seen.
Right.
You basically have to tell them, I don't want you there when I'm shooting, because they'll be like, can you change this shot or
Okay
whatever?
to have them there.
You can have them there. Yes, I agree. You may have to have them, but sometimes E-drone, what's good? Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys. But sometimes when doing a one shot or real estate shoot, you really need to take command and let them know, look, you hired me as a professional, therefore you must trust something about me and my work.
Nah, a friend of mine
How
just gave
did,
me
but
a card.
no, how did I sell you? How did I sell you to Hank? Hank already knew you know how to edit, but I called you to Martin Scorsese of those guys' Ariel.
No, but what I'm saying is that my cousin already gave me a card. That's why I called.
But you do get what I'm saying, though. Welcome, E-drone. Hope all is well on your end. And just shooting a one shot takes a lot. Shooting real estate takes even more, because you have to go and you can't just take a
Two
picture
different
of a
things.
room. It's not that simple. You'd go in a corner and take a picture of the room. You have to have
Oh,
camera angles, lighting. There's so much involved in it.
well, you can use a lot of the natural lighting, and you will probably have, if you're taking
That's
photos,
best.
you can get what do you call it, a flash if necessary.
Thank you much, E-Drone. I took the picture last Saturday, this Saturday before 9/11, knowing that it was going to rain on Sunday. So I got it Saturday night, which actually, if you look at the picture, I am not in Manhattan. I'm actually 200 feet off the shore of Manhattan.
Really?
But because lighting is so good,
Right.
I was able to take this shot.
Uh-huh.
Stop starting shit. Look at you starting already.
Listen.
Thank you much, E-Drone. Anyway, if you guys haven't clicked that like button, Phantom's got some nice toys too. Oh yeah, his collection is quite extensive. Quite extensive there. I do agree.
I need to get something new.
Same here, but I'm building this bird here. Like I said, Herman, the problem I had, remember I was telling you with the weight distribution, I didn't know if I wanted to put a weight in the front, because right here, center of gravity is okay, but once I put the Caddx unit back here, it becomes rear heavy, which means on takeoff, it's going to drive like a positive rear car instead of a front wheel drive. I want to put something in here. I'll probably put lights or something, but yes, he does have the Mini 3E drone.
Well, Lawrence.
Yes.
You've heard of the Jetson 1, right? And the Air 1, right?
The Jetson 1. It's funny you mentioned the Jetson 1. Yes, I have.
You've heard of the Jetson 1, right?
Of course, because I got it right here.
Oh, yeah, really. There's a Jetson.
I'm on point, man.
But you've also heard of the Air 1, right?
Yes, I've heard of the Air 1, and to show you how much on point I am, I have the Air 1 right here as well. Hey, right. hey. We take pride in our production value here.
Not really. You have the Air 1?
Yep. And here's the Air 1. As you guys know, the Jetson 1, the Air 1 is a 2-seater eVTOL, for those of you who didn't know.
Yeah,
the Jetson 1
the Jetson
is a 1-seater.
It's like a bobsled or a roll cage with props.
Yes.
But the Air 1 is more like a helicopter / plane type of a style. So now, have you ever heard of the Dorney H1 eVTOL?
Not until this weekend.
Well,
not until not until this week.
They're trying to make some moves here in the aviation world.
Well, this is it.
They have
right here.
Personal flying car.
Yes.
Developing this.
Now I want to point out this is their CGI version. A US base. US based Dorney. They're working on their launch of an eVTOL. Here it is. Right. Here it is. Right, a 2-seater. Keep in mind. This is it right here.
Right. This is going to be for private use. This is not like a commercial use type of thing. This is for private use, like the ones we mentioned.
Yes, and I must point out. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're yeah. Like I said, this is one that is for private use. They're trying to develop this thing for. They're looking at having one, I guess, a prototype by the. Well, no, actually, they're trying to have it out by 2024.
Yes.
By the end of the year, they look to have a prototype, a fully working prototype of this drone.
Well, this is what they have right now.
They're working on developing.
Right now, from the CGI picture that I showed in the last video, this is the actual drone that they have. I don't know if they've changed design and or plan on adding ducts, but this is the H1. They did this test last month. Well, this is it. I think they've refined the body. I don't know if they're going to. This is what they've come up with.
Right, but what I like about it is the fact that it's supposedly a 2-seater, And unlike the Jetson 1, for you
It can
slightly
hold an
bigger
American.
dudes, for you slightly bigger guys, you could actually have a slim chick on your side in this because it can carry a
Yes.
payload of up to 500 pounds.
Yes. Now look at this. That was pretty nice. Look at this cockpit view. That's pretty fat. I like that.
You know, so
Had some bird poop on the windshield, but that's neither here nor there.
and we're talking
Now,
about a top speed of 140 miles per hour.
now keep in mind, I want to point out this design may not be the final product. What we saw in CGI is the direction they're going. This one,
the direction that they're going with the one in the CGI look.
yes. This is just their test model minus the prop guards and stuff. So just wanted to look at that pitch. Did you see that, Herman?
Yeah, I think
Hold on. Watch this thing take off.
The CGI view.
They're going to show the pitch angle of this thing taking off. What was the top? Did they right there? That's a pretty steep pitch. That's FPV pitch.
Now, where'd you get this video?
I got this video from YouTube. This is their prototypes. These are their prototypes that they're testing. Keep in mind, they also have a single seater over here. Because this one is from this is their H1.
The H1
there's a drone right here above it. What were you saying?
The H1 is a two-seater.
This is the two-seater here. This is the two-seater, but they do show a single-seater. That's why we'll see right here. There's a single-seater here. There's a single-seater here. This is the two-seater, definitely. So I like that because it's covered. This single-seater doesn't have much of a roll bar, but let's see what they do with it. They just put out this video a month ago. So this is their latest. I actually went to Ubatuba and found, so you guys can watch it with sound. Hold on a second, Jody. Let me click this. Okay, but that's the link of it right there. This video isn't available anymore. Go to home. Jody, I don't know what happened to your video, dude. Let's see, I'll try and load it again. Nope, this video isn't available. Let me show you what I see here, Jody. Try to find another link. But this is what it's showing me right here. This video is not available. So I don't know what happened, but I like the fact, Herman, that it's a two-seater and it can hold an American, because a lot of these eVTOLs were for small people. They were saying there was and here's the form factor design that you were talking about.
Right, but if you put in the name of the company and you put in the H1 eVTOL, you would not get this video that you have here.
Here's a drone. Here's their company now. This is their site, Home Invest News and Stock. This is, let's see what this site looks like. It's time to fly, sustainability. For some reason, it's not letting me scroll down the way I'd like. But here we go. Here it is. This will be the final version. So the version that you saw without the prop guards, that's what it looked like in that video. 2 pusher props in the back and 4 vertical props. There, I guess, assuming those are windshield wipers. But it is a two-seater and it'll be able to hold us Americans.
Yeah,
with a very thin girlfriend.
500 pounds.
Yeah.
So a 300-pound guy can still get himself a 200-pound girlfriend.
Wow. Well, I'm only 265, but it looks pretty cool. Hello, blue skies. This is the link, Antonio.
You can get yourself a girlfriend that weighs 200.
Hold on, let me refresh this so I can copy that. You guys go by and check out their page. Yeah, 15 to 20 minute charge time from 20 to 80%. 900 and the weight of it is 930 pounds. It can carry a payload up to 500 pounds. So basically 1,500 pounds. This vehicle weighs 23 feet in length,
You know what?
15 feet wide.
I like how
And
fast the battery charges.
yeah, yeah. And here's a well-painted job, but I'll put the link in the chat if you guys want to check out their site and see what's up.
That's interesting.
It is, but
How much are they?
But that video that I showed, this video right here, Herman, this video that I showed was done August 17th, 2022. This is their flight. This is their flight recap.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what it looks like without all that gear on and those ducks. Yeah, a little pricey, bro.
How much?
Oh, you forgot to mention something also. In the story, they go on to say how the average person can own one, but you will need a registered driver's license as well as take a 20-hour class to learn how to fly this thing.
Because they still have the ultra light thing going on with them. That's why you don't have to have a pilot's license.
All right, it's that time, Herman. We need to get out of here.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yes. Time flies when you're having fun, bro.
Wow. I'm sorry, everyone. It's time for us to get out of here.
But don't forget to check out Ray Kelly's live stream. He's got something planned for tonight.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Don't forget to check it. Over there on the Fly for Fun show?
Yeah.
So everyone here, don't forget to go on over there and check out Captain Ray.
Hey, Roger, I'm sorry I missed you.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. We're done. Come by and check us out on Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, God willing. And we'll take it from there.
Okay. So I guess that's it, as you said, I guess we'll see everyone on Sunday, and I'll be back again on Wednesday with Lawrence again on, we'll be back again on Sunday.
Yeah. Let's get through Sunday. Let's get through Sunday first.
Also, guys, don't forget to check out Gary tomorrow. Gary has
tonight. Oh yeah, Gary. That's the show before the show.
Tomorrow at 6 o'clock. He has a very good stream. I really happen to enjoy it. Sometimes I miss it, Gary, because I'm at practice, but I really do enjoy your stream, you and Beauchart. It's a really good stream. Don't forget to check him out tomorrow night. Comes on, I think, around 6. And don't forget, like we said, Captain Ray, he should be on right about now.
Yeah, he's got something special tonight, so you guys might want to check him out.
Okay. So don't forget to check him out. With that being said, I will see you guys all on Sunday. And Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
those guys. Good night, everyone. Salute.
Good night, everyone.